Is Jesus the Messiah? Christianity is a religion based on the notion that Jesus, Yeshua for some, is the Messiah, who according to Jewish tradition came to save us from sin and deliver us on Judgment Day. This notion is, however, false. While a Jesus figure certainly existed throughout history, he was most likely, as mentioned, a carpenter who later would lead his own religious sect of Judaism. Christians tend to ignore the obvious when presented with steps needed for a Messiah to have existed. This is because a prophecy, which is a big deal in monotheism and early religions, usually require a set of guidelines that need to be followed. This is where Jesus falls short. A Messiah was to be born through the line of King David and would gather the Jewish people back into the land of Israel, usher in an era of peace, and build the third temple, father a male heir, and several other things. When Jesus supposedly died, he did none of these things. Israel would still be in the control of the Roman Empire. He would father no son, and peace was certainly not ushered in. The Sanhedrin, or assembly, was not appointed either. This was very important because these figures of around 23 to 71 rabbis would sit as a tribunal in every city in the land of Israel. I will rise up from them a prophet like you from among their brethren, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak to them all that I command him. Deuteronomy 18, verses 17 through 19. So why did Christians get it wrong? If anything, they are worshiping Jesus as if he is the Son of God. This is a tricky one because a few verses in the New Testament, they think Jesus is God in the flesh. Even most sects of Christianity agree with this one, from Baptist to evangelical. John 14:9, don't you know me, even after I have been among you such a long time? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. This could easily just be a metaphor. However, when it comes to cherry picking, Christians are some of the best at it. They often cherry pick constantly to suit their own narrative. The first century works of historian Flavius Josephus, who wrote in Greek, the same language as the New Testament, referred to at least 20 different people with the name Jesus. The overall point is that plenty of messiahs existed during this mythical figure's history, even as far back as 1930s Germany. During their depression after World War I, people came far and wide claiming to be sent by God to deliver the Germans out of their suffering. Messiahs even exist today in the 21st century. Vissarion of Krasnodar, Russia, is another Messiah. Another Messiah claiming to be sent by God to confuse and manipulate people who are desperate. Thanks for listening. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and remember to stay skeptical.